Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Tanks, and today I've got for you a video in the WT Alpha Panzer IV. Now this thing is the first tank that I have actually bought back since I unlocked every tier 10. And obviously that's quite a big thing, because once I've unlocked every tier 10, that's then like completely my choice of what I want to buy back first. Like I have every tier 10 currently sat in my garage. So then it was, right, well, what do I want to buy back first? I've literally got every single tier 1 to tier 9 tank in the game that I could possibly want unlocked. So what do I want to buy back? And I went for this thing. I did this last night, just before last night's stream, and then spent last night's stream trying to 3-mark it. I managed to get up to about 92.5%, which isn't too bad by the end of the stream, and I'll probably continue that next stream on Wednesday. But yeah, I bought this thing, and of all of the tanks in the game, why did I buy this thing? And that's because this thing is a beautiful tank. It's one of my favourite tier 9s in the game, if not my favourite. It's probably one of my favourite tank destroyers in the game, just overall. It's just such a good tank, and I'll probably do a tank review on it at some point. I was going to do it on this, but I thought, nah, I just want to showcase the tank. I'll probably do a tank review on it at a later date. But yeah, I'll start off with some of the worst points about the tank. Obviously, it's not particularly quick, especially in reverse. It's not great. The gun depression angles are quite funny. If you look at this tank's gun depression, it has better gun depression over the rear and sides of the vehicle. But if you need gun elevation, you need to go over the front. I think it's got something like 50 degrees of gun elevation when you're aiming over the front of the tank. But worse gun depression or something like that. It's stupid. So the gun depression angles can be quite awkward to work around. Once you get used to it, it's not too bad. Like I said, the speed's not great. And obviously the worst thing about this tank is the armor. For any of you who have even played the game, who have even got close to tier 9, you know if a WT Panzer IV gets spotted and you have enough time to reload, you reload HE, and that's because this thing has literally only got like a gun shield, and that's it. That's all you can, all the armor you've got, everything near enough will pen it with HE. Now, before we get into the good, what is this game? We're on Murovanka. It's a tier 9 and tier 10 game, so we're actually bottom tier. Only one RT on each team, which is kind of nice. And I kind of started in the D7 position, so just at the edge of the forest. See what we could do. And oh boy, I just spotted a grill. He spotted me as well. We fire, we hit him, 623 damage, set him on fire. I'm now going to reload HE for the second round. Something else that is actually a little bit underwhelming on this tank, and I found out yesterday when I tried to shoot a 2-on-2A, a tier 9 Russian arty, and couldn't pen it from the front. The HE pen isn't actually that good considering what you'd think this tank is all about. 65 on 128mm gun is not that good. I did also fire a blind shot at the 7772, and I'm not sure if that hit. And now we've got the T10 up the top, and boom, 605 damage. Now, coming on to the good parts about this tank, and the good parts about this tank, one of them, well, the best thing is this bit here, the gun. This tank can fit 4 different guns. You can fit the 128 and the 150 from the Borsig on the previous tanks. You saw that shell there, that disappeared, so I'm pretty sure I hit the T10, although he was only on about 400 and something health. So I would have liked to have thought I'd have killed him, but we'll have to see whether we hit him or whether it hit the kind of black holes in the side of his tank. This thing can fit the 128 or the 150. It can also fit an upgraded version of each of those guns. Now, the best gun to fit on this tank is the top 128. Some people kind of meme about with it and fit it with the 150, but I definitely prefer the 128, and I left the T10 on 1 health. We fire on the move just to see if we can try and finish him off. And obviously, because I'm 3-marking, yes, it's a little bit greedy, but I'm not going to try and finish off that T10. He's on 1 HP. Screw that for a game of soldiers. Now, I am platooned up with Oddball here. This game's going far too quick. I didn't realise just how quick this game actually was. He's in his AMX 1390. He's trying to 3-mark it. I finally got round to finishing the 1390. 3-mark, and if you've seen my channel, I posted a 1 hour 8 minute long video on me 3-marking the 1390. But this 128mm gun is possibly, well, in my opinion, is one of the best guns in the game. That M60 gives up that, and I roll for 659 on the finish, which is absolutely amazing. Yeah, this gun is arguably, in my opinion, probably one of the best guns in the game. I'm just going to pause the video here. We don't end up getting close enough to the T10 to be able to finish him off. But the gun has 276 standard millimeters of penetration, 560 average damage, I'll come on to that in just a second, on 1,200 meters per second shell velocity, which is insane. You move on to the premium and you've got 352 millimeters of APCR pen. If you can't pen things with that, you're not going to pen things, simple as that. And 1,500 meters per second on the APCR. This thing's APCR is absolutely mad, and that's why I pretty much go 50-50 on the APCR in my current setup. HE, like I said, the penetration is a little on the low side. However, it does still travel incredibly fast, like 1,200 meters per second is very, very nice. And because it is a 128mm gun, it still does a decent amount of damage. It's just not gonna pen things. You still just do a decent amount of splash. But the 560 average damage on this thing is one of the best things because it's a high enough alpha that people are scared to take 560 alpha at tier 9, even at tier 10. That's not a nice amount of health to take. You're taking a quarter of the health off tier 10s, quarter of the health off tier 9s, a third of the hit points off tier 8s in one shot. And this thing's got about a 9.5 second reload. It balances that really nice high alpha with incredible DPM, and it just makes it, in my opinion, like I said before, probably the best, one of the best tank destroyers in the game. It is just an amazing, amazing tank. Well, it's an amazing, amazing gun. The tank that carries it is a bit of a turd, I'm not going to lie, but it makes up for it with just how good this gun is. So, I tried to cram all that into the, 5 minutes 24 seconds of gameplay that I showed you. We did 5,094 damage that we saw. We'll have to take a look at the post-game stats to see if we did actually hit any blind shots. No assisted, no damage blocked. I don't think you will ever actually block any damage in this tank. I think the whole thing is pretty much overmatchable. Maybe the front of the tank isn't, but you do very well, or someone would have to have a very low caliber gun not to pen this thing. But yeah, would I recommend this tank? 100%. And like I say, I'm going to be streaming, trying to 3-mark this thing, so make sure you drop by on Wednesday over to my twitch.tv channel. Link will be in the description if you want to see that. Without further ado, if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Give the video a like if you've enjoyed it up to this point. I know it's just been a quick one, but you got to put quick ones out every now and again. Like I said, I did an hour-long video on the MX 1390 the other day, so we'll compensate for that a bit. Make sure you've got notifications turned on so you know when I'm uploading. If you haven't already, go over to my latest tank request video and vote on what tank you'd like to see next. And yeah, other than that, let's go take a very quick look at the post-game stats. So, there we go, guys. We actually ended up doing 6,200 damage, which was very nice. I'm pretty sure we hit the shot on the 777 that rolled for 625. It's, again, so nice having that 560 alpha that you roll for 600s aren't that uncommon. And also, I think we hit that the third shot on the T10 that left him on 1 HP, which is so upsetting, but still. Picked up 4 kills, got some critical hits as well, because obviously this thing is quite a sizable gun. Oddball actually also managed to get an ace tanker. He did 4,034 damage, which is really, really good in the 1390 as well. 6,217 for us. 1,281 base XP for me, and 1,330 for Oddball. He got 3,000 assisted near enough as well, which is very, very nice. 13 shots fired, 12 hit, and 12 penned. That's something else that I didn't actually mention about this gun. The aim time and the accuracy as well, because it's like the glass cannon German line, are awesome. They just... You can't argue with the accuracy or the aim time. It's just so good. I think my accuracy is 0.3. Like flat 0.3, and the aim time's like 1.8 or 1.9, something like that, so absolutely amazing. I did have like loads of boosters on, so obviously it doesn't usually like make this many credits. You pretty much always want to run it with a premium consumable, because if you get spotted in this thing and get shot at, you're going to die 9 times out of 10 anyway, so you may as well, whilst you're unspotted, use that proven consumable to improve your reload, your camo, and all of the good stuff. But yeah, that is all she wrote for this video. I just basically wanted to get a quick one out today, show you guys what I've bought back. Obviously, if you do want to see more of this, then best place to do that is on my stream. And yeah, other than that, make sure you subscribe, turn notifications on, give the video a like if you've enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.